shit hot. Oh, I'ma light the shit up. Yeah, I'ma make the shit hot. Oh, I'ma light the shit up.
Yo guys, welcome back. Anyway, I'm back. Let's get into this because a lot of you guys don't look at the community tab, and I get one more comment. I swear to God, anyone who comments this is getting removed from the channel. No more videos, you get blocked fully. And if you're thinking I'm just gonna do this to waste this time, YouTube Studio literally has a feature where I can literally just search for a comment, and whoever's commented it, I can block them all. So it will literally take 10 seconds. So have fun. My dog got put down, and I didn't feel like recording that at the moment. You all know what day it is. You remember the barking in my videos. Basically, she had health issues. Like, she was a French bulldog. It's normal for them to have certain health issues. But with her, it was her hips, her liver, her pancreas, and all that. And we took her to the vet for a checkup, and then I got told about that. But I'm better now. I've dealt with it. And thanks for everyone who messaged me saying like RIP meant a lot. But let's just get into this. This is part 3 of what if Deku had every quirk. I mean, what if Deku was the god of quirks? I think it's part 3. Don't quote me, we're just gonna go with it. But anyway, last time we left off, it was Deku threatened Ida, put a snake on him. You need to watch part 2 to get it. Made it clear about his intentions to tear down the Hero Society and build it back up. And then, blah blah, we got to the entrance exam. It's the LOV took over the entrance exam and actually sent multiple robots, but Deku dealt with them all. Now we're just going to cut right back to that. Yeah, this is part 3, I just checked. Oh yeah, nearly at 16k, come on guys, we can push it to the last bit, get me to 20k, then to 100, then to a million, then to 10 million, and then to billion. Oh wait. Then to 20 billion. But no, we're just going to... Oh yeah, I didn't mention it last time. Nigeria was there as well to like help with the cleanup and that, but she ended up getting injured. Now we go to an empty wasteland there where there used to be a city. Well, half it was a wasteland, and Deku's there in the middle without a scratch on him, holding a blue-haired girl and a brown-haired girl, and he's just laughing a bit. Everyone who was watching this just looked at them in complete like shock, somewhat fear and amazement. Heroes rushed in. The ones who knew Deku didn't even try, but some tried to scold him and ended up just getting a death stare that sent a shiver so far down their spine, they just backed away and tried dealing with the rest. Deku heals like everyone who got injured, but leaves before anyone wakes up or tries to talk to him. He gets home and waits for a few days. He finally gets his letter in the mail, but it's not what he expected. When he opens it up, a sheet and the little button falls out. He presses the button, and of course it's All Might and Nezu. All Might says to him, "Young Midoriya, congratulations for getting into UA. Not only recommendation, but you also set a new record for the number of points being able to get in the starting exam. You got number 1 in every single exam, academic and physical. You even spotted Nezu's grammar mistakes, which is basically impossible. And also, due to your power, due to you basically being the strongest thing alive, you'll see that in your envelope there's also a sheet. This is your hero license sheet. You are technically the strongest thing that has ever existed on our planet, and due to that we decided it's a waste to keep you in the classroom. You are now going to be officially a hero, but we already know you're going to have rules on it. The rules that we've given you is that we will keep all your personal information safe. It's up to you if your real name or anything such as that gets revealed. You can choose your hero name and nothing will be revealed to the public. You will earn money like a normal hero, you can rise to the rankings, and your age will be kept a secret. So comment down below what's Deku's hero name. He's already become a hero, and of course Deku signs to send it off and officially becomes the hero. Now we're going to have a time skip. Of course, without a time skip, there has to be. If there's a time skip, there's a power up, and this time skip is going to be to when his birthday UA. So his power up is. If you're wondering what's actually happened with my storytelling, actually, after not doing it for a while, I've lost like my mojo of it. So comment down below how you want my storytelling to be. Do you want it to be I share a lot more, or just story, or a mix of the both? Because I'm liking mixing it a bit, but I know like a lot of people just want pure story. Anyway, the power up is he has the god of quirks inside him, which is Divinium. We named him Divinium, and he has the god of beginning, which you guys are gonna need to give me a name for. Before him and Divinium fused their bodies, and him and the god of beginning fused their souls. This made it so Deku basically had two polar opposites, but over time he's managed to break it down. And with Divinium and the god of beginning actually starting to get along, he's managed to fuse them all into one, body and soul alike. And now, the way his power source would have worked, there'd be two blocks. One would be Divinium's power, one would be God of Beginnings. But now it's like one pure circuit, just going around and around, making it a new type of energy. I was going to come up with some rubbish name, but I'm going to steal it. We're going to call this energy God Key. With this, he has many abilities. He can create a small shield around himself, meaning he can't be touched. Basically like Luminous from Gojo. He's also got cursed energy, by the way. That's the two power-ups we're giving him. Basically, he gets God Key and cursed energy. No one can like sense him unless he wants them to, so basically he's invisible unless he makes his presence known. He gets a bunch of other abilities, but we're not going to explain them yet. Now we get to Deku walking to 1A, just trying to find the class. He walks into class to see a blonde-headed boy and a blue-haired boy arguing, one with his feet on the desk. And Deku just slips past everyone without being noticed due to his God Key. And he sits at his desk. He tries to think to himself quietly, but the yelling in the corner is just getting too much. And all he can hear is, "Learn some respect, take your feet off the desk." And he just hears Bakugo's loud voice, "What do you say, Four Eyes?" Until he has enough. The dark snake wraps around Ida once again, making Ida freeze up in fear. And the sort of chain wraps around Bakugo's neck, yanking him down to the floor. He straight away sees Deku and just gets up and runs over to him and starts talking. Like, it went from him being disrespectful to everyone to him treating this person with actual respect, talking to him like it's on the same level. And he's just shocked, still sitting there frozen, and he manages to get the guts to walk up to Deku with this, like, somehow moving with a snake ready to bite his neck, and just says, "I'm sorry about before. I heard you muttering and I thought you was just taking this as a joke. I shouldn't have thought that. I apologise for what I said to you, and I hope we can start anew. And I actually agree with you about our society. I never noticed it till you pointed it out, but I basically got given a free ride. I was allowed to get away with anything I wanted. But not anymore. Now I'm going to work for what I have, what I need, what I get. I'm going to become a great hero and rebuild the 10-year family. And I hope you help me with that." He smiles. And Deku, which he didn't expect, he expected to hate Ida. But after getting to see the real him and learning that Ida was probably nervous himself, gives an actual honest smile back. Releases Bakugo's chain, and he puts his hand out and drags Bakugo into it. It's instead of a handshake, it's like a three-way fist bump. And he says, Deku says, "Okay, let's start anew. My name's Izuku Midoriya. This is Bakugo Katsuki. We've known each other since we were kids. But let's start anew." And they all agree and smile. And then Aizawa sits up and just tells everyone to get to their seats, and he looks at Deku and smiles, saying, "This is going to be a fun year." Aizawa gives them the regular what we see in the anime, and then says, "Okay." And he says, "Okay, you brats, time for a fitness exam. Better make this quick. I'm tired." And they all rush outside. You guys get to describe Deku's hero costume. I just can't be bothered. I'm not gonna lie. He calls up Deku and tells them, just chuck this ball as far as you can. Don't obliterate anything. Deku just says, cool, how much power should I use? Before Aizawa gets the answer, the Vinium takes over Deku's body. His hair lights up and Aizawa notices straight away and says, no, no, no. And the Vinium says,
let's set a record.
He chucks the ball like super far, like it flies through the sky making like sound waves, breaking the sound wave, literally making a shockwave blowing everyone back. Todoroki makes a wall with his eyes, making sure no one gets too far back. And as they're tracking the ball, the number on the thing starts glitching out. Deku chucked the ball so hard it broke reality. Like he literally broke reality. It went into somewhat of a wormhole and it just shows infinite. Aizawa reads that with a grin, infinite. He already knew the outcome but thought it'd be funny. Everyone except for Bakugo is shocked and they just go, infinite? And then everyone else scores the same. Deku gets basically infinite in everything, just breaking reality to his will. And everyone's just thinking, how are we meant to compete with that? But it all goes the same. And then we get to the end of the day. Everyone tries talking to Deku, but him and Bakugo just teleport out of it. And they all think, oh. Until Deku suddenly reappears back in class and grabs Ida and teleports back out. They appear in a random field. And Deku says, actually, no. And teleports back into class, freezes time, grabs Todoroki and teleports back. Todoroki starts freaking out and sends a huge blast of ice at Deku. But while it's literally being created, Deku stops the ice, shocking Todoroki. And just says, well, I looked at you all and I figured out the potential and I'm going to train you all. And they're all like, huh? But they already know that Deku's strong enough to do it, so they all accept, and Todoroki's gonna do anything to get back at his dad. They start the training. First off, Deku decides that he needs to show him cursed energy, and he tells them that this is gonna be probably the most horrific thing that happens in their life. He puts his hand out and sends I'm waffling right now, I don't know the full concept. He sends out a wave of cursed energy, trying to activate Bakugo, Todoroki's and Ida's. And he does, but it doesn't go without any issues. They all start screaming as they start seeing horrific things. Until eventually they come back down to reality. At first they sensed no different, except for they felt stronger, faster. And they could also somewhat feel a different energy within them. Bakugo, being the most like combat ready, says, so we got a new power. And he's somewhat a prodigy when it comes to battle. He starts bringing up his cursed energy, and it starts coating his hands. He's thinking, not bad. He's thinking this is going to be a small little strength thing. So he goes up to a mountain. Remember, this is like an abandoned range. There's mountains everywhere, and he punches it. A huge crater appears in it, and Bakugo just looks at his hands and looks at Deku and thinks, worth a try. He rushes at Deku with a full power punch ready, just to get flipped away. And then we're going to leave that part there. You're going to get a little surprise for the next episode. I'm not ending the episode, don't worry. Deku trains them all till they get a grasp on their cursed energy, and he's actually surprised at how quickly Bakugo and Todoroki picked it up. And he's also surprised at Ida's use of it. He didn't expect it. But then now we're going to have a time skip to the USJ. They're on the bus and they're talking about their pro heroes, who's going to be the most likely to be a pro hero. Sorry guys. Oh, I just felt like being really sick, my bad. Oh, sorry, I just need a drink. If you just notice my sound going really weird, I felt sick, like the feeling of being sick coming up, sorry. And they're on the bus and they all agree that Deku's most likely going to be the next number one hero. And no matter how much they dislike it, Todoroki and Bakugo agree. Oh, oops. And then they say that the next two most likely for the number 2 spot would either be Todoroki or Bakugo. But this conversation ends pretty quickly as Deku makes his presence be less aware. And the way this works, because I just want to get this through now. When Deku makes his presence minimal, I don't know how to speak right now. No one really notices it. They somewhat forget about him. They just doesn't notice. So Deku can literally be halfway through a conversation and he can just disappear. No one will notice. It will seem normal for them until they get, and that's when they get to the USJ. They reappear and everyone notices and just starts laughing. They're kind of used to it. Mostly everyone wants to be friends with Deku, but Deku has his own goal set, so he isn't really part with that. But they get to the USJ, and we're going to leave it there, guys. Hope you enjoy. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. That score's going to be like 100 likes, why not? I'll lower it next time. If you guys are wondering why this video was so bad, it's because I'm not used to it yet, my bad. My next video should be a bit better, all that. Just tell me ways to improve. I'll get my mojo back, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Peace out, guys. Bye.